What's up everybody, welcome back to a new video. This is my 2024 recap. View the montage. So if we start off with January, obviously just before January we came away with 3 European gold medals, which is pretty crazy, and obviously the 800 short course meter world record. Can't really say anything more than that. It was amazing. Also Nathan making his first European final was pretty cool. We were in the same race for a lot of it. January though, a very special time. We were tapering. You saw the vlogs, I'll put them up on screen. We were tapering into the World Championships, our first World Championships we ever had in the early part of the cycle, and obviously it being the Olympic year, very special year 2024. And also I hope you like the collection of medals that I did gain in 2024. Next up, in February we had the World Championships, where you can see I've already got them on display. We won these 2 gold medals out in the front. That was my first ever World Championship medal, so to come away with 2, and 2 of them being gold, and the first ever Irish person to win a gold medal at World Championships, that was pretty crazy, and we ended up winning by 20 meters or something like that in the 1500, and we got a new personal best where I kept my streak up the whole year of making personal bests at international competitions since I started swimming. Next we had March. After the World Championships we took a week off as well, and then we went into our altitude camp in Arizona, Flagstaff, for our prep for the Olympic Games. This was a great trip. We did 4 weeks, my first ever 4-week camp at altitude. I mean, you guys are watching along, you see it on the vlogs, and yeah, that was a very fun trip. We had a good group of us there. We had Felix, Lucas, Hector, everybody was there, and we were training really hard, everybody trying to make the Olympic Games, and that was one of the best camps I've ever been on, to be honest. Then we went on to April. April was quite a quiet month. We'd just come back from altitude. Obviously the altitude vlogs was 4 weeks long, kind of 4-week segments of vlogs, and we had a rare video. We did a cook-off, well Nathan did a cook-off versus a professional chef, and personally I think he won, but that was one of the highlights for April for us, was that cook-off. We had a great time, and we really showed our culinary skills. Moving on to May. May was very fun. We obviously had our Irish trials, which were very, very cool. We had our Irish trials, which were very, very fun. And then we went on to going to Turkey, sadly, I kind of skipped over the Irish trials, but Nathan did not make the Paris Games at the Irish trials, so that was a bit of a disappointment, but he did make Europeans, so that'll come on later in the months. But we had a great Irish trials. Nathan did beat me in the 800. He was the only person to beat me at that 800 in the year, so that was quite special. My brother was the only person to beat me. Then we moved on to our warm-up for training camp in Turkey. This is probably the best training camp I've ever been on in terms of performing in training. I did sets that nobody's ever done before. I did sets that I've never even thought of. I did sets that seemed impossible. I ended up making them, going off crazy turnarounds. Had a great group of guys there, Tyler, Nathan, Lucas. We were all going at it. And it was that was one of my favourite parts of the year, I think, was that training camp. Everybody getting together there for 2.5 weeks, and going straight into Setikali after that, where I'd say we underperformed, but it didn't really matter because we came away with these 2 medals in the Olympic Games. Then we moved on to June. June was Nathan's month, I would say. And came 4th at the European Championships, which was very, very good. I watched it obviously from Rome and said to Carly on the live streams. Didn't think he was had a chance of a medal, but I think he had a couple of lightning storms and stuff like that during his races. So, but I think he was very happy with his performance, and it was very good. Moving on to July. July and August are the best months of the year for 2024. That, of course, because we had the Olympic Games where we came away with a gold and a bronze, and we were the most decorated Irish Olympian at that awards. And it was, at that competition, the Olympic Games. And it only happens every 4 years, so it's even more special that, we came away with so many medals for Ireland. So we go through July. July, we just had the 800 freestyle in July. That was where obviously we won this medal, the gold one. Very tough race. Obviously, you've seen the videos before. I posted a lot during the Olympics, and that was definitely one of the craziest races of my life, and definitely top 3 races of my life, I would say. And then we move into August, where we won the bronze medal in the 1500. Disappointing race for me, but obviously great to be a part of it, and obviously an Olympic medal is an Olympic medal, so can't complain. But in the world record race with Bobby Fink, was very cool that record went down, but I will be getting it next. And then obviously after Olympic Games, we have our downtime. Lucas came over to Ireland. We did a gold trip around all the famous courses. You might see that on Instagram. I'll put some photos up on the screen. And then we jetted off to Barcelona with a bunch of the guys I train with and some who just retired. That was very fun. I've never been on like a boys' holiday, so that was a very fun time. And then straight after that, jetted off to Bali for August and September. Crazy time in Bali. You saw the vlogs, you saw the surfing. I had so much fun there. Maybe did go along a bit too much, being a month in Bali, but I would happily go back anytime soon, but I don't think I will be going back for a while. Next up, we had October. October was when I started back training. It was kind of up and down month for me, trying to get started, trying to get back into university. It was probably one of the hardest months of my swimming career, obviously coming off the great success of the Olympics and then trying to refocus, reshift goals, and then go back into it. So very happy with October. Obviously training started, university started, everything was kind of all putting together. Then we moved on to November. We had Bucks, my first and last competition of 2024. I came away with the MVP, 3 gold medals. Didn't break any of my Bucks records, which wasn't surprising. I'd only been training for like 2 weeks. But it was a very, very fun meet. The times were actually pretty solid. And I really enjoyed that competition because it was like no pressure, just race with my training partners. And then moving on to this month where we had December, the World Championships in Budapest. I went along filming everything for Nathan as part of the media team for Wiffen Twins YouTube channel. And I actually saw some comments on the last video asking, do I get tickets free? I don't get tickets free. I got an accreditation because I was a team support staff for Ireland. And Nathan obviously making 2 world finals. Well, technically 1 because they were fastest heats, but 2 fastest heats. 1 8th place, 1 9th place. Made some money as well. I think he made like $2,000, which is pretty good for him. Obviously, he's never made money in swimming before. So to come away with a bit of prize money definitely helps because swimming is not a cheap sport. And then finishing off, we came back home, and yeah, that's me right now. But I mean, this year's been very special. Obviously, the amount of medals we won, not good enough for the LTC Sportsperson of the Year, but we'll win it next year. But very special year. I won the BBC Sports Personality of the Year for Northern Ireland, which was very, very cool. I'm very happy to accept that. I only accepted that yesterday, so that was very fun. And what a year, that's all I can say. I'm just so happy with all the success we came with. We could have done with another gold on this side to make it the 4, but we came away with 3 golds with the bronze for the year, and obviously 3 golds from December last year. What more can you ask? And let's go on 2025, where we're going to go break more world records, win more world championship golds, and let's go.